Earlier tonight, Nintendo made a very startling announcement, which is that they are creating an animated Mario movie that's coming out in 2022. It was a big surprise to all fans of the game series, including myself. And the biggest surprise was that they released the names of the cast who are going to be voicing these iconic characters like Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, Bowser, and so on. So I thought it'd be a very interesting discussion to go through everybody that they announced as the cast for the different characters, my opinions, kind of give them a grade A through F, as far as do I think that they're, a good pick to voice this character, and maybe if they're not, I'll give some alternatives as to who I think might be good casting. So let's start with the head honcho himself, Super Mario, being voiced by none other than Star-Lord, Chris Pratt. Now, I know this is getting a lot of flack around the internet. A lot of people are talking about some of the, problematic political views that Chris Pratt seems to have, and other people are talking about how he is not a great fit stylistically. He's not Italian. I do tend to agree with those statements, but I also think that if he does have a lot of incredible comedic timing, he was great as Andy Dwyer and even as Star-Lord, so I do get that the reason for the casting. Honestly, when I think about this, I really am just imagining Andy Dwyer playing Super Mario and him doing like a crappy Italian accent, and in that case I'm really kind of on board. So I would say I'm gonna give his casting like a B minus. It's not like I think that this is like just terrible, awful casting. I think it can work, but it's not the best. So I actually saw on Twitter somebody said that Danny DeVito should be cast as Super Mario, and now that has actually ruined it for me, because that's now my number one pick for who should be Mario. But another person who came to mind especially when I saw the rest of this cast, who could have been a great Super Mario, is Paul Rudd. I think he would actually be an exceptional Super Mario. Him paired with Charlie Day as Luigi, we'll talk about in a minute. I think that would have been a good casting decision. Otherwise, I think Chris Pratt is a fine choice. I don't think he's as terrible as people are making it out to seem on the internet. I know a lot of people are, again, like I said, have some problems with his political views. So as far as pure just like casting, I think it could work. He has the talent to make it work. Will he? Maybe not. Moving on to Mario's love interest, the princess in the castle, Princess Peach. She will be voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy, who is an exceptional actress. She was in The Queen's Gambit. She was in Split and the sequel Glass. She's been in a lot of very good movies. She's done a lot of very strong parts. She's going to be in the upcoming Edgar Wright movie, Last Night in Soho. Do I think she would be a great voice actress for Princess Peach? Maybe. I am actually less confident in her than I am in Chris Pratt as Mario. And it's not that I don't think that she can get it done. I just haven't really seen her do the very silly voice that I think people are kind of expecting for an animated Mario movie. And so I have like a little bit of hesitation to doubt. Now, that's not to say that I don't think she can pull it off. I do think she can pull it off. If she does pull it off, it'll be a big hit. But as far as like when I think in my mind about who would voice Princess Peach, Anya Taylor-Joy is not somebody who comes to mind very quickly. As far as who I think could, the immediate first thought in my mind is Kristen Bell. She's incredibly funny. She's done the voice acting, amazing comedic timing. If you've ever watched The Good Place, you understand. If you haven't, go watch The Good Place. She is amazing in it. Other choices that would work, I think somebody like maybe Amy Adams would be great. So I'll give Anya Taylor-Joy a C+, B- as far as her grade. Like I said, I think very high upside. As far as, is it going to be right there? I don't know. I haven't quite seen it yet. Next up, we have Charlie Day as Luigi, and nailed it. No notes. A. You nailed it. We'll move on. Charlie Day as Luigi is perfect. Next up, we have Jack Black as Bowser. Very good. Nearly perfect. There's a world where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays Bowser, and I'm not hating it, but Jack Black is better than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in this role. I know that they could have, gone with, bigger name like The Rock, like I said, or like maybe even Vin Diesel, just like some big booming guy. But Jack Black works. Then you have Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and this is one of those that it's like, I didn't think about it until you said it, and then it made sense. Keegan-Michael Key is going to absolutely crush this role. No problem with this at all. He's got the comedic timing. He's got the experience. I think he's going to absolutely annihilate this role. This is on par with, Charlie Day as Luigi. I think it's like, I never thought about who I would cast as Toad, and now that you've said Keegan-Michael Key is going to be the voice of him, it's kind of like I can't think of anybody else's voice. Perfect. No notes. Moving on. Then we've got Donkey Kong, which is kind of incredible that we have Donkey Kong in a Mario movie, but like, hey, we're going for the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I'm fine with it. And Donkey Kong's going to be played by Seth Rogen. Yeah. You nailed it. You need somebody with a gruff voice who's like kind of gravelly and kind of like ridiculous. And to me, if it wasn't Seth Rogen, it has to be H. John Benjamin. But Seth Rogen is just, his voice is so distinctive. It works so well. I don't know how you pick somebody who isn't Seth Rogen for this role. And then finally, there are a couple other minor characters, but the one I want to shout out is Cranky Kong for Fred Armisen. People are going nuts over this, and I completely agree. I think it fits. I think he's one of those great like role player actors. He can just kind of you stick him in just about any movie and he can eat scenery. But yeah, Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong, I think he's going to annihilate it too. I think this is another A casting job. So in summary, I think that they crushed this casting outside of the two leads. Chris Pratt and Anya Taylor-Joy are the only two who I am just like a little bit not fully bought into. I think, like I said, the potential's there. If they can pull it off, very high ceiling for that. But can they? I don't know. But the rest of the cast, no problems. Perfect casting. But that's it for me. Trying something new with this sort of video. I hope you guys like it. If you do like it, go ahead and hit the like button. That'll let me know. Keep doing stuff like this, little short discussion sort of videos. And if you don't, then just keep that opinion to yourself. Why don't you? But otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace.